Good evening and welcome. Tonight we're going to be doing our Lithuanian language lesson. And just real quick, I hit 400 subscribers yesterday. Very exciting. Thank you guys for subscribing and coming along on this fun journey with me. But without further ado, let's get into Lithuanian. So, Lithuanian is the oldest European language. It derives from Sanskrit. It's been attempted to be erased, like many of the ancient tribal European languages are lost. There are a lot of attempts to just erase Lithuanian culture, starting with the language, of course, but it's held strong. It was made the official language of Lithuania in 1918 and is still spoken throughout Lithuania today. So today we're going to go over the alphabet, numbers 1 through 10, and then a couple of little greetings, and I'll say goodnight to you. So let's just jump right in. Starting off with, of course, the letter A. Lithuanian is a paper towel I'm going to erase with. Lithuanian is a Latin script, so they use letters like we do in English. A, so their A sound is an ah sound. Ah, it's a soft sound, like in the word awesome. But unlike English, they have a couple of interesting characters, starting with this one. So this little thing here is, this letter is called a nosine. A nosine. And it's just basically an A with a little tail. And I should say that I can't write anything the same size, so I apologize if letters get bigger and smaller as I write. But let me try to rewrite that a little better. It looks a little sloppy, and it's way too small. There we go. No sine. It's no sine, like that. And all it does is make the same exact sound but longer. So it's a soft A but long. So this is ah, this is ah, ah, and ah. My chair sounds very squeaky tonight. I apologize for that. But moving on from these vowels, we have letter B, which is a b, sorry, like a b sound, b, pretty much like in English. And then we have C, which does not sound like the English C. It's a ts sound, ts, like a ts, like in the word sits, sits, ts. So not a s sound like we would have like a soft C in English. It is a ts sound, ts. And then we have another kind of C with the little crown on top. And this makes a ch sound, ch, ch, like the word like check or church or chocolate chip, where it's like that, ch. So ts, ch, ts, ch, little crown on top. Then we have a D sound, just like in English. This is like a D sound, D. And then onto our next vowel, the E's, which kind of sound like in English, but not. This makes an ah sound, ah, ah. Kind of like in the word apple, even though it starts with an A, it's that ah sound, ah. And there is an nosine version, ah, nosine, like that, which again is the same as this. It makes the same sound, but long. So ah, 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 ah. And then there's one other E, which looks like this. Hold on top. And this is an E sound, E, E. So like in the word egg, E, E. So ah, ah, E, like that. We have a, b, ts, ch, d, a, It's like that. It's actually really simple language once you break it down. I mean, most languages are. I found just Lithuanian spelling makes it a little hard, but the alphabet's very simple, especially if you already know English and Latin languages like that. We have a F sound for F. We have a G sound for G. And then for H, not quite, guttural, but you do have to push out a little more air than you do in English. So it's a H sound. H, H. So you don't want to go full like H, like in like Hebrew or any language where you'd use like your throat to make the H sound. It's just a H, H. Just like push out the H a little harder than you would in English. H, 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 like that. I, just like in pretty much every language except English, this makes an E sound. E as in the word ink. E. And there is E no sine. Like that. Which, just like before, is just the long version. E, E. And there's one other vowel here, but it's not an I. It is a Y. This is where Y is in the Lithuanian alphabet. And it makes the same exact sound, just a little bit longer. So E, E, E. E, E, E. Isn't that interesting? I like that. Then we have the J sound, which does not sound like in English. This letter is actually pronounced yot in Lithuanian, and it makes a Y sound. Y, Y. Kind of like in the English word yippee. Y, Y, yippee. Yippee. Y, Y sound. K sounds like K. L sounds like L. M sounds like M. N sounds like N. O, believe it or not, there's only one O, and it makes like an O sound. Not quite like a full-on O, like the word O, like we would say in English. It's not that. It's just like an O, 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 O sound. O. O. And that's the only O. All the other vowels have different ones except O. Then we have P, P, just like in English. And then we move on to R, which, if you know my language series, R is the worst letter in every language. In Lithuanian, the R is rolled. So it's just a simple R, R. So you gotta use your tongue and trill it. R, R, like that. R. S, just like in English, S, S. And then we have an S with a little crown, and it makes a sh sound. Sh. So like ship, shush. Any word with that sh sound. Sh, sh. So s, sh, s, sh. And T, just like in English, t, t. On to our last vowel, the U's. We have good old oo. Oo, as in, like, boo. Oo sound. And then we have oo no sine, which, just like the others, is just a longer version. Oo, 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 oo. And then one other U, with just a line over it, and it makes the same exact sound. Ooh, 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 like that. V is a V, V sound. And then on to Z, which is a Z, Z sound, just like in English. And then we have Z with a crown, and it makes a J sound. J. So like the word treasure. J. Treasure. J. J. Pleasure. Measure. Words like that. J sound. And that's the alphabet in Lithuanian. That's it. It sounds so much harder than it is. You know, when I started practicing, I was like, 32 letters, all these complicated vowels. But no. Once you break it down, it's pretty simple. All the different characters and things are just very intimidating, but they're pretty easy. So let's go through it one more time. Just sailed right through that, didn't I? Here we go. We have a, b, z, ch, d, a, e, f, k, h, I, y, k, l, m, n, o, p, r, s, sh, t, u, v, z, sh. And that's it. So let's go one by one and I erase. Feel free to practice along with me. So we have a, and no sine. We have b, c, 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 ch, 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 d, d, a, e, f, g, h, I, and y, letter yot, you have y, k, l, m, n, o, p, r, s, oops, I erased part of it, s, and sh, t, u, v, z, and j, and that's the Lithuanian alphabet. So there's this. And let's try it off the whiteboard. Something is going creak creak. I think it's my desk rattling. It must be, I don't know, uneven or something. I'm not sure. I apologize if that bothers you. Wipe this off. Make sure it's almost dry. So next we're going to go through the numbers 1 through 10 in Lithuanian. Here we go. Good enough. I found the source of the squeaking was my computer monitor leaning against the wall, so sorry. If that bothers you, I'll totally redo this video, but anyway. Let's go through the numbers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So number 1 in Lithuanian. Oh, and also I should say these numbers are the masculine forms. So like most languages, Lithuanian has masculine and feminine words. So these numbers are the masculine versions. So yeah, they're different if you're describing a feminine thing. Like if you have like 2 of a feminine object, you would use a different spelling. But this is just the masculine version. Number 1 is Viennas. 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 Number 2, just like that, it's pronounced de. Almost kind of reminds me of like French, like de, but not quite. De. Number 3, we've got an R. It's tris. So, vienes de tris. Vienes de tris. It's a really tingly word. Tris. Number 4, it gets a little complicated past that. So this is pronounced ketura. And number 5 is penka. Ketura, penka. Like that. Number 6 is my favorite one. So remember, this letter makes a SH sound, sh. So this is shesha. That's so fun to say. Shesha. Number 7. Septina. Remember that Y makes an E sound, right? Septina. 8's pretty fun too. It's to remember how to spell it. This is Ashtuna. Oops, that's why. I was like, that's not right. Ashtuna. Number 9. Divina. Sounds really pretty, almost like a girl's name. Divina. Number 10 I really like too. Dashimt. Also really kind of a tingly word. Dashimt. Lithuanian's really good for ASMR, it turns out. If there's any Lithuanians out there who want to get into ASMR, seize that opportunity. So we have vienes de tris ketura penka sheshe septina ashtona divina dashimt. Vienes de tris ketura penka sheshe septina ashtona divina dashimt. Okay, this might be my new favorite one. That's really tingly, isn't it? Dashimt. Awesome. Let's erase and say them again. Number 1 is Viennas. Reminds me of like Vienna, Austria. Viennas. I'm gonna erase this too. De. Tris. Ketura. Penka. Sorry about the silence outside. Penka. Shesha. I still like that one. Shesha. Septina. Ashtona. Divina and dashimt. yeah, there are a lot of words in Lithuanian that sound like Sanskrit words. It's really interesting how that language must have evolved in ancient times and is still preserved today. It's really cool. Alright. A lot of activity outside, lots of sirens and loud cars, so let's wrap this up, get enough. So, let's do some greetings. Just a basic, like, hi, hello in Lithuanian is labas, labas, like labas, labas, like that. Quick, like hi, hello. But we're gonna say good morning. Sounds like there's an airplane overhead. Of course there is. Okay. Labas rytas. Labas rytas. Remember, this is rolled, right? Labas rytas. Good morning. Let's go on to just good day. We have laba diena. Laba diena. And that's good day. Laba diena. Laba diena. Laba diena. And then good evening is labas, like usual. Vakaras. That's good evening. Labas vakaras. Labas vakaras. Labas rytas. Laba diena. Labas vakaras. And then let's go to bed and say good night. So this good night, I didn't write down like there's like an actual like good night as in like meeting someone at night and saying hello, like a formal version, but I'm going to teach you the way to say when you're going to bed and you're saying good night to someone as you or they are falling asleep. And it is Laba Nacht, Laba Nacht, Laba Nacht. And it almost sounds like German Nacht, like that. Laba Nacht. Good night. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry this was a quick one, but it was a lot simpler and easier to teach than I thought it was going to be. Wow, I really thought Lithuanian was going to be complicated, but it really wasn't. So thank you so much for watching.